So, what if the next 30 days could completely change the entire trajectory of your next year? I mean, we have exactly 1 month left, and in this explainer, we're going to lay out a concrete plan to make it count. This isn't just about finishing the year strong, it's about using this time to walk into the new year as a completely different person.
Okay, look, I know this might sting a little bit, but that's kind of the point. If you feel stuck, like you're living the same year over and over again, then you are in exactly the right place. Because that pattern, it's about to break, and it starts today.
All right, so here's the game plan. We're going to walk through 6 clear, super actionable steps that build on each other to create real, tangible change in just 1 month.
First up is the 30-day reset. Think of this not just as the end of a year, but as a launchpad for a brand new you. It's about making a conscious decision to draw a line in the sand and just declare that this month is going to be different from all the others.
So how do we kick this off? With extreme, almost ridiculous focus. Forget multitasking. It's time to cut through all the noise and simplify your entire mission down to its absolute core.
To really get why this is so important, check this out. When you try to do everything at once, like counting and saying the alphabet at the same time, A1, B2, C3, you're forcing your brain to constantly switch gears. That context switching just grinds your progress to a halt. It is incredibly inefficient.
And the fix? It's actually so simple. It's the 1-2-no rule. First, you pick just one, primary outcome for the next 30 days. Then you choose 2 habits that directly push you toward that outcome. And finally, and this is probably the most important part, you say no to everything else that doesn't get you closer to that goal.
Okay, so you've got your focus completely locked in. Now it's time to find some leverage. This is all about creating an unfair advantage by being really strategic about when you put in the work.
This brings us to a really powerful idea: separation season. These are the times, like right now in December, when pretty much the rest of the world decides to just coast. People are tired from the year, they're distracted by holidays, they take their foot off the gas, and that creates a massive, massive opportunity for you.
Think about it like this. You're on a highway late at night. There's no one else on the road. No traffic, no distractions. You can just floor it and build an incredible gap between you and everyone else. That is exactly what these next 30 days can be for you.
So how do you actually do it? How do you create this separation? Well, it starts by dedicating the first 90 minutes of your day to deep work on that one goal. You protect those precious mornings by skipping the late nights that just drain your energy. And then you pick one day on the weekend to double down on a key habit and really pull ahead. All right, now that you're creating that separation, the goal is to make success basically automatic. This is all about building a daily rhythm with a few non-negotiables that you do every single day, no matter what.
The framework for this is so simple. We're going to focus on just 3 core areas. That's it. 3 areas you pour energy into every single day, no exceptions. You get this right, and you create this unstoppable momentum. So, what are these 3 areas? First, your body. What's 1 or 2 habits you'll commit to for your physical health? Maybe just some movement, stretching. Second, your mind. How are you going to feed your mental clarity? Reading 10 pages, maybe meditating, learning something new. And third, your business or professional life. What small actions will you take to move your career forward? Just 1 or 2 simple habits in each. That is how you build the rhythm of success.
Building a powerful rhythm is only half the battle. Now we have to get ruthless about what we remove. Real progress is often about what you stop doing. It's time to kill the excuses and eliminate all the things that are stealing your time.
Let's be real with ourselves for a second. We all make excuses. They're just little stories we tell ourselves to stay comfortable. But comfort isn't where growth happens. The real goal is to live a life you're genuinely pumped about. And that means you gotta move past those easy lies.
So, how do we actually dismantle them? Well, first, give your excuse a name. Say it out loud. Second, challenge it directly. Just ask yourself, does this belief actually serve me? And finally, if it's still hanging around, just ignore it. Feel the fear, acknowledge the excuse, and then do the thing anyway.
And beyond excuses, we need to eliminate these 5 time assassins that are silently stealing your progress. Number 1, your phone and its constant notifications. 2, the vices that just make you feel guilty and drain your focus. 3, the energy vampires in your social circle who leave you feeling totally depleted. 4, the late nights that sabotage your mornings. And number 5, the habit of saying yes to things that don't align with your one goal. You cut these out, and you will be amazed at how much time you get back. And this brings us to the final and honestly the most important step of all. With all that clutter gone, it's all about building momentum. And that begins with imperfect action, right now. Not tomorrow, not next Monday, today.
A key part of momentum is celebrating your wins, no matter how small they seem. When you actually track your progress, you build belief, and that belief starts to shape your identity. You start seeing yourself as someone who actually follows through. If you don't track your wins, you stay stuck, never realizing how far you've actually come.
And this is the perfect way to think about it. The hardest part of any journey is just getting off the ground. It takes the most energy. But once you're in the air, it is so much easier to maintain that momentum. Your only job today is to start the engines.
So that brings us to the final question, and it's for you. This isn't just an explainer, it's a call to action. Your 30-day reset starts right now. So what is your one goal?